Hello. Welcome back. New week. Everybody's been messaging me this week. I know people have been to shows on the weekend, and I know a lot of you are heading up to CMC Rocks. Tell us in the comments who you've seen lately, where you're going this weekend if you're getting to see live music. I have got lots on this weekend, but there won't be a lot of live music, so let me know, and you're welcome to rub it in if you're going up to see anything live this weekend. We have got lots of shows coming for you in the next few weeks. I know I said that to you last week, but we've got quite a bit coming, and so many new singles, so many new releases. We've got lots of different people for international shows. So just keep an eye out as they pop up, because they might be on different times and different days, just to try and fit in with time zones. So just keep an eye on the page and press the subscribe on YouTube. It'll give you a reminder before it comes up, and then it will also let you watch it when we're finished as well. And it's a little bit better sound if you're watching from that platform. We've got Baeden waiting for us. We're going to welcome him into the room and have a chat about new single and where he's off to now. Hello. Can you hear me okay? All good. I love your background. We were just saying.
Oh, yeah.
If I see a snake, I'm not allowed to tell you. I'm not going to tell you because I'll freeze.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah. Welcome to Country Kickback. We haven't had you on before, and you've just released your debut single. And we kind of do a bit of a tradition where we like to go back into what got you into music and how you got to here releasing your first single. What started your music journey?
Yeah, well, I think music in general. I went over to a mate's place as a kid, probably 10 or 12 or something. He lived with his pop at the time. They had sort of a bit of a band shed. They had guitars and bloody records all on the ceiling and walls, and had the big band set up. You know, musos, young or old, would go there, and his pop come out and told me a Bob Dylan song. It was about 3 or 4 chords, and I played it for probably 3 or 4 hours, the same 4 chords, and sent me fingers black and blue, and yeah, sort of picked it up from there, and got to teach myself a bit, and I was mainly just playing guitar, and that got pushed to go on stage a little bit here and there at a few open mics, CJ's Musos back in parks, and but yeah, I think this journey sort of really started. I guess probably after high school, I sat the guitar down for a bit and give it a bit of a rest, and probably 4 years down the track, I left a bit of a relationship there, and immediately, pretty much that week, was told I was going to have to move for work, and to a place with no family, no friends around. The bushfires just come through, and the COVID was rife and all that. Sat down, picked up the guitar again, started writing, and started doing a few little open mics and that, and eventually Garth Porter gave us a ring and said, "Hey, I like your stuff. Let's bloody do something with it."
Wow, that is fantastic. Do you? It's probably been a bit of a crazy time starting back into it with COVID and getting to this first single release. How have you been? Was it really nerve-wracking, or was it just you just were itching to get it out there?
Well, the whole process was pretty nerve-wracking, because I mean, Garth called me up, and we sort of went through a few of the songs there, and it was just like things I've never done before. Like, I just write songs for myself, and I got a guitar and a harmonica, and I write me words down or whatever, and that's sort of it. And we got in the studio and got a whole band behind, and I think we smashed out about 5 songs in the studio in one day, which was pretty impressed by. We always played it live, and just first time ever seeing any of these people, and we just sort of slapped it in.
It just fell into place.
Yeah, and he's been pretty instrumental in all this, like guiding me hand. He's like, "All right, we should release this the right way. We don't just throw it out into the bloody never. It'll go never nowhere."
It's lost.
So like, it's lost, and pushed me to do the music video and all that. So.
Yeah. Wow. How was that? Is that the sort of the first thing had you ever seen anybody doing music videos or understood sort of the background, how they worked before that?
Oh, Well, I've seen music videos in my time, you know, chuck on telly on the weekend and that sort of thing. And I've seen music videos, but they're always to me a real high production. You know, you're famous and you got all this bloody spare cash you're throwing it. You got actors and all these sorts of bloody things, and it just seemed out of reach, you know. But no, Jeremy showed me that there's more to it with the right minds behind it, and you know, someone who cares about it a little bit, and turned out pretty bloody well.
There is a lot to it, isn't there? There's so much behind the scenes that goes on just to get that 3 or 4 minute clip. It's a lot of work, a lot of things.
Yeah. We'll brainstorm and sort of a rough idea of where we're gonna go with it, and he sort of said, "Oh, don't just think about what the lyrics are. We're not just putting the lyrics on the screen. We want to put the story on the screen, you know." And we got around to that, and I think we'll just run around like headless bloody chooks all one day, and somehow managed to film it all, you know.
Was it fun? Did you have fun doing it?
Yeah, it was a great deal of fun, and afterwards we sort of sat down. They'd already had a mate's birthday on the property where we were filming, and he'd already got the big bonfire going, all the boys around it. So me and Jeremy sort of sat down by the fire and just jammed out for the rest of the night once it was all said and done.
Excellent. God, that sounds like a great time. How long have you been sitting on this song? Have you had all this recorded and ready to go for a while, or is this all happened in a fairly short period?
Well, I think it was probably last year, maybe somewhere in the middle of the year, maybe June, July-ish. I think we actually recorded them, and then we started talking about the music video, and I was, well, you know, what do we need this for? You know, just throw it out there. No, do it right. So we ended up, I think, getting the music video done by the end of September. I reckon we had it, and yeah.
Wow, you have been waiting a while.
Yeah, I've been showing family and friends, and you know, playing music for them as I have been forever. But God, hurry up! When can we get you on Spotify? When? I want to hear this in the year, you know.
Yes, exactly, and that's what I thought when I listened to it. I was like, it's a driving song. I'm a bit of a music in the car, and different moments. You got your highway songs, you got your town songs, you've got your dirt road songs. But no, it is a really good road song. So tell us a little bit about Hometown Fantasy and writing this. Is this one of your first writes? Is that why you've released this one first, or was there a story about choosing which one to open with?
Well, there was a few things that went into picking which one to go with. One of them was that we were planning on doing a music video.
Yep.
And it sort of had pick songs that's got a strong storyline sort of thing, or visual stuff, and we sort of settled on that one. But out of the 5 that we did at the time, that was actually the latest one written. But it's sort of fitting that it's the first one because it's sort of the first timeline was, I guess. Yeah, like I'm reminiscing on a time when just before I picked up the guitar, and as I say at the end, I pick up the guitar and leave town, and that's sort of what happened. I left town and picked up the guitar again, and so it sort of fit the timelines at first, but was written last, sort of thing,
Yeah, makes sense. So that means that you've got more songs to release. Is that going to happen this year?
Yeah. Hopefully, in the next couple of months, we can figure out a single to pop out again, and EP, and I'm still writing songs all the time, anyways. So they'll find some time to get in the studio and record them, and keep them all coming too.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how do you go writing songs? Because you're almost writing, when you're releasing songs, you're sort of releasing back into the past, and so it must be hard playing and singing songs that are sort of from the start of your career to what you're writing and doing at the moment. Must be such a hard thing as a writer to sort of go backwards and forwards between the times and the moments in life that you're trying to write about.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's right. I mean, like, writing the songs, performing the songs is a different thing. Writing the songs itself, I'm not so much trying to go back in time. If you know what I mean.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, it's
Mm.
just like, well, that one, I was sitting on a swing at 3 a.m. Bottle of
Yes.
port and cigarette and um, that sort of thing. So I was reminiscing, and that's how I got it out. I don't really sit down and go, oh, I'm going to write a song about this now. I sit down because I've been thinking on something.
And it just comes out, happens as you're
Yeah,
doing it. Yeah. And the bottle of port does help, doesn't it? I think a bottle of port helps most things.
good for the soul.
That's right. Right. Good for the throat. I've been told good for everything. So, it's just good medicine.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not dear. Another thing that I like about it. That's right. You are on your way to CMC Rocks, and you were talking about that before. Where did you say you've made it to on your big drive?
So we left. Went out to Louth. We left Louth, which is 130 k's northwest Cobarish, and headed out from Louth this morning, and made it to Moree. So we just sort of stopped on the river. I think we might make it out to a mate's farm at Warwick, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So stop in for some tucker and a couple of beers and head out, I guess.
Hit the road again. Are you planning on getting there tomorrow? That you're planning on arriving?
Yeah, we planned for a midday. Oh well, at least before midday arrival. So everything's there, ready to go. We've got the swags and got the spare guitar and all our camp sort of sorted.
All the important stuff.
Exactly right. Just got to go find our mates on the way and see which ones have dropped out. I think the story was one bloke's been flying in and out of Queensland and he's trying to make it up there, but he can't. The farm will fall apart without him. But maybe the boss can drop him in on the plane.
Yeah, that'd be great. Just drop him in for a day.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit far fetched when he said. I thought, bloody hell, bloody good boss spending all that bloody fuel to get him around.
I want that boss. Can he come and work where I work?
Oh, bloody hell.
Fly me into a country music festival to see some live music
No
just for a
worries.
day and fly me back to work. I'll do it. No worries.
Yeah. Here's Taxi Man Farmer Sam.
That's the next level. I might go to work and just lay that one out tomorrow and just say, look, you've got to pick up your game because I hear this is what's expected of a boss these days.
That's it. Well, I think even me and a couple of mates are going on a bit of a pub run pretty shortly to go around and just hop around the outback pubs in our little plane.
That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh. I might put my name down if you need a hand sing out. I can do that.
You going to chip in for fuel? Because I think you might be a fair way off.
A little bit further from me down here. Just a few thousand Ks. But anyway, we'll get there. I'll fly up to where you are and then I'll jump on the plane with you.
Yeah, no, that's a plan.
That's the plan. So, Hometown Fantasy, you were just saying you wrote that. It's the last song that you wrote and ready to go. You've got the video that's out now. Have you had a lot of feedback from people now that it's out in the world to see? It's such a hard one being your first.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think it'd make it to as many people as it has, but a fair few people, like even me old high school in Parks, has put up a bloody post, and people around it, just people I haven't seen from like since I was like 5 years old. They're like, mate, how good's that song? They're bloody loving it, and they relate to it. One bloke I haven't seen since high school, he's like, I sing it to my son every night. He probably wants me to shut up and let you keep singing it, but
that is beautiful.
Yeah, nice little lullaby.
That is so nice. The thing is, and you said it at the very beginning, you said, what did you say? You said, you just have a guitar and a harmonica and you put your words on paper. It's because you're writing it for yourself and not writing it for a reason. And I think people relate to that kind of music.
Yeah, and I was amazed. Well, I have been amazed, and I a few songs, because it is a funny feeling when you're just writing the songs for yourself, and and you actually show it. And I was writing a song the other night, and someone happened to had maybe ducking in, they ducked past for a coffee or whatever, and they said, "Oh, play that song, play that song, play that song." Oh, which one? Oh, this one. Yeah, okay. I busted out, and they said, "Oh, this is." By the end of it, they said, "Yeah, this is such and such for me. This is what it means to me. It's this person in my life that's." I'm like, "Oh
Wow,
yeah, right." You know. And they
that's
said, if you just change one word in it, it's them like to a T in that whole experience. You know.
yeah. See, and that's what I love about music, because what you write and what you take from the song, and then what somebody else and somebody else. There's so many. It reaches so many people for different reasons. It kind of takes its own life heading out there, that song. And I love hearing people's stories and what it means to them. I think that's
Yeah.
an exciting part of this industry.
Yeah, I love the music, and I guess you can call it art. Yeah, it is a
Yeah,
bit open to interpretation, and
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Now, you said that you were on the farm filming the clip. Was that near your place? It looked beautiful where the
so
clip was.
yeah, Jeremy did a real good job with that sun. Sadly, the canola was dropping flower a bit early for us. So we actually went to a mate's farm down near Forbes, or a mate's place. He's working there and living there on the Duxton farms. That's pretty much all the properties that we filmed on were all a part of it down in Coronella there. Um, and yeah, just sort of went down there and, ducked across and the canola, went in the back paddock, went to the dam next to the bloody house, went around to another property that was a bit cleaner than my mate's. And actually, funny thing, by the end of it, because it was his birthday and all, the daughter was there and she wanted him to, well, the ute in the film clip was the missos,
Oh,
his missos, and it was supposed to be his. But yeah, as I was saying, the daughters come around and, "Oh, Daddy, can you fire up the old ball ute and spin the tires and do whatever, carry on circle work." So he's done that and he's spun the tires and he set the bloody thing on fire in the shed. And I walked up to him like, "Oh, you're right to pick me up in 5 minutes." And he's just lifted the bonnet. There's oil, bloody everything just pissing out. It was like, he said, "Yeah, mate, I'll be there in give us 7 business days, all right?"
7 business days. Wow. And you still made it work. That is great.
Yeah, somehow through the trials and trepidations.
Did he get it fixed? Is it going now? Or is it completely
Um,
done?
I haven't seen it out of the ute yet.
Yeah.
Out of his shed yet. Sorry, I haven't seen it out of the shed yet. So I'm not quite sure. I'm assuming he's been touching a few little things up on, but he had a
Oh,
feeling that it didn't have much life in it. Like the last time I've been co-piloting him for a few BNSs and things like that, and yeah, alternator died. We started spitting out timing belts and bloody fan belts and things, and getting a bit hotter and a few things here and there. And he's just like, it's just nearly going to die. And he did a bit of a ute barrel race as well in town. He organised, and it was sort of seeing its last legs then. So I don't know if he's got it up and running. It's probably days are limited.
days are limited. And Scott has just popped a comment on, and we have to thank Scott because he is behind the scenes pressing buttons.
Yep.
There it is on the screen. He said, "Hey mate, I hear you're a pretty handy black belt as well."
Sometimes. Yeah, I used to bit of karate and teach it all before I left. A little bit of Muay Thai, a little bit of judo. I've been done a tiny bit of MMA and things like that. And along the way, it was a pretty good factor. Pretty good to shape your personality. I guess the parents always reckon it's kept me in line, kept me in check, and didn't let my head get too big for me. That sort of shit.
No, it's so important, isn't it? To have that keep you in line, something to remind you that you're human and not getting too big for your boots. Jan's just popped a comment as well. She said, never a dull moment down on the farm. She loves it. Jan, are you heading to CMC Rocks as well? Is it still CMC Rocks? I think it is. I don't know. I didn't look. What did Scott say? I won't make any more jokes about parks, I promise. Too scared.
Yeah, Scott over there, the infamous swamp rat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the bush pigs are doing fine, mate.
Now, tell us where we can find you to see where you're putting new music as you're releasing. I know you've got a link tree, and we have got that saved in the comments for everybody. But what's the best platform to watch out for you?
Definitely Facebook. I've got a mate who's sort of helping me while I'm out on the road writing songs, and she sort of helped me a bit with the Facebook page, making sure all the posts get out, and any interviews coming up and all the good details. And if I'm doing well or doing terribly, well, she doesn't tell me if I'm doing terribly, but tells me if I'm doing well. So Facebook's probably that's probably all the important stuff. Gigs and things like that will pop up.
Yes, I was going to say, have you got some gigs coming up and a few things for us to look out for?
Yeah, well, I've just done a few gigs over there around Cobar over the last couple of weeks. At the moment, there's a few bit more private gigs. Got probably a few farm bashes lined up. Pigs on the spit and alcohol supplied and all the rest of it. And I was promised a big bonfire at some stage. So I don't know how many people I can invite there.
You need help again, I'm happy to come and volunteer. Total fire ban down here at the moment, so I'll come over there and have one instead.
Yeah.
Tell you what, camping without a fire is just not right, is it?
Yeah, it's hard. Well, I think we might be in a fire ban, but
I don't know. We'll pretend you're not.
No.
We'll go with that. So I know you're on the road and you have to keep going, but thank you for coming and chatting to us. I can't wait to hear your next single and see how this one goes. And everybody that's watching, and I know there's a lot of people traveling, and I've had messages saying we'll watch the replay later on. Make sure you have a look. Go onto the link tree. You can follow on any platform that you can see. Have a listen to, if you haven't already heard the song or watched the film clip. It looks like it was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining us. It's been absolutely wonderful having you, and congratulations on the first single.
No, thanks for that. Really appreciate it.
Okay, guys, we will see you again next week.